You're supposed to say, we're important, and you're supposed to say it's all going to be all right, and you're supposed to say that, whatever you dream can come true, and you're supposed to say all those things. I do believe in manifestation, power of that kind of stuff, but I don't believe that any of it matters. This mattering is to me a human construct, born out of a need, the same need as you have to have, deities and things like that. I mean, I believe in an energy of God, an energy of, everything is divine. There's no thing that isn't divine. Everything is divine, and I'm that. And it doesn't matter to me what's happening. I'm finding that ultimately the freedom from it is something people are kind of hungry for in a way. They're like, I don't want to be me either.
Right.
And I go, well, great, because you never have been. I believe that I had to become a famous, idea and get all the stuff that people dream about and accomplish a bunch of things
that this means, don't you?
That look like success in order to give up my attachment to those things. It's been a part of the evolution of ego is to spend your first half of your life acquiring and adding, thinking you can add to yourself, and it looks great. I mean, it looks great when you got a cool car and you got good, nice clothes, and and you've done something that people admire, but it can never fulfill you. You can never be happy. You know what I mean? It's not where happiness comes from. And I dealt with depression, a few years ago, and people still think, well, he's going through. You can tell he's depressed. It's not. I have no depression in my life whatsoever. Literally none. I have sadness and joy and elation and satisfaction and gratitude beyond belief. But all of it is weather. And it just spins around the planet, it doesn't sit on me long enough to kill me. The happy place is realizing that you're everything, and that there's no real you involved in the first place. It's a weird little semantic jump that you make where it sounds like, well, that's totally fucking threatening, man. I can't not be me. I've built this construct. And it's just ideas. Right. They're just ideas. The only thing that separates you from an African American or an African Canadian is an idea. And the weather, the adaptation to the climate, and whatever it is. I don't believe in any of it. And so the feeling of wholeness is a different feeling than meanness. They're all characters that I played, including Jim Carrey, including Joel Barish, including any of those things. They're all characters. Jim Carrey was a less intentional character, right? Because I thought I was just building something that people would like, but it was a character, so it's, I played the guy that was free from concern so that people who watched me would be free from concern. And then at a certain point you go like, okay, well, that's great. But, it's like the one thing, like people talk about depression all the time. The difference between depression and sadness is just, from happenstance, whatever happened or didn't happen for you, or, grief or whatever it is. And depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me. Right. And you should think of the word of depressed as deep rest. Deep rest. Your body needs to be depressed. It needs deep rest from the character that you've been trying to play. The great and powerful Oz. I'm the great and powerful Oz. How dare you come near me? Kind of thing. And you're just the sweaty guy behind the curtain going. It's an amazing metaphor, in that movie.